A woman with no friends or a very small circle is a very, very secure woman. Trust me.
Huh? What is her source?
Trust me, bro.
Who is she?
No, genuinely, that wasn't even an insult. That was a genuine question.
She is a celebrity interviewer. Oh, thank God. If her profile said like neuroscientist or like doctor with a PhD in psychology, I would have been devastated. This is what I mean. When you go on Instagram and you see random crap like this, people that clearly read a quote from somewhere and then just decided to say it, and her source is literally, trust me, bro. Let me save you literally a year of therapy, right? My mature audiences will know this. The younger ones, you're about to hear something that a lot of people on the internet is saying, and I can guarantee you it's true. Do a little bit of research in your own time, ask your parents. But if you haven't dabbled in politics, here it is. Most of the things that the government do is divide and conquer. The sooner you understand this concept, the better your life will be. The more united you and your friends will be, the more, I guess, clearer you will see the world and all this BS on social media and everything else. The sooner you see this, I can guarantee you, the lighter your life will get. You don't take things personally. You know why we're all being divided. If you realize, at least you're not delusional. At least you can make your judgments clearly. There you go, you're welcome. Having friends will literally save your life. Yes, you heard that very clearly. Predators, abusers, PDFs, these type of weirdos and sickos out there, most of the victims, and I'm talking majority of the victims, lacked strong friendship groups and just friends in general. These types of people target people that have low self-esteem, that are more isolated and more shy, and less inclined to speak up for themselves and speak to others. So yes, having friends will literally save your life. Numerous amount of researchers have also shown the number one thing that is good for your overall well-being.
Have a guess. I think you know what I'm going to say.
It's not having money or recognition or success or eating plenty of food or even going to the gym. It's having healthy, note the word, healthy human interactions. That is the number one thing. It honestly doesn't matter who you are. This is the one thing that people crave, that people want, that people need. And let's get into it. No friends? Too busy? Do you tell yourself the right people just haven't found me yet? Do people just overall piss you off? Are you forced to be alone because you just can't connect with anyone? And every single night you're telling yourself, I enjoy my alone time. But God, oh God, I wish for the right partner and I wish for the right circle of friends. Are you gravitating towards cats more because a lot of your friendships have failed? Did I say anything there that reminds you of you? Don't be shy, come here. We don't judge here. Oh. I've also gone through this stage and it's also happened to me. It's more common than we think. However, it's not normal and it shouldn't be normalized. So let's get into it. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Miss Weiwei's channel, episode
Christmas edition.
Now, as you can feel through the screen in the beginning, I'm in my serious tone today, okay? I have my serious aura, right? I'm talking about a serious topic, but it's also close to Christmas. So I want to have some, holiday feel to it. I put little ears on for a little bit of fun while we talk about this topic, to get into the Christmas spirit. And of course, now, if you have a lot of friends, and you don't have a problem in making friends, then this video isn't really for you. But watch anyway, because I'm fun. However, if you don't have friends, but you are modest enough with at least a little bit of common sense and you would like to change that, and you're a little bit confused and thinking to yourself, why the heck is this happening? Then stick around, because this video is for you. And this video will help you a lot. And I will push you to the right direction. And finally, if you don't have friends and you also don't want to have any friends, and videos like this, constructive criticism and self-reflection pisses you off, then log off my channel and block me right now. Okay, now that we have the disclaimer out there, let's continue.
Sorry.
I have no idea what that was about. Basically, she kind of just said, I'm shy, I don't have friends, but I promise I'm cool. It's not cool to not have friends, right? But we will get into that. I swear I'm not judging,
But
it's not cool to not have friends, and it's not something to be proud of, and it's not something to be addicted to saying, okay? It's common, but it's not normal. There are literally people saying when she means shy, that means she doesn't know how to communicate with other people. She can post the video because she's only with her phone. I agree with this comment. I agree with this. There's a difference between actually having a shy personality, but shy people, I've met shy people that are incredibly amazing with communication, okay? But there's a difference between shy and being anxious, that you avoid social interactions and communication, but we'll also get into that. And then someone said, if you were shy, I don't think you would be making a video. Shy but likes being on TikTok. Yeah, everyone just ripping into her shyness. But yeah.
Can we talk about being friendless in your 20s for a second? Oh, it's not a cute thing to talk about. But this is the reality of the situation, okay? Because I'm so sick of everyone saying, if you don't have friends, then you're the problem. If you don't have a big circle, then it's you. I could not disagree more. Like, what are you talking about? I think your 20s are the most difficult time. You're finally figuring out who you are. You've literally just developed as a fully functioning human being with independence and money and the ability to get a job. You're figuring out who you are, where you want to go, and what your standards are.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop her for a second. She is good, right? I've watched a few of Tam's videos. She is good. She's not only a great kind of performer, because the videos that I've watched, she's very good at dressing up, right? She's very flamboyant with the way she dresses and the way she talks, and she's very good at making an argument. She's a very good speaker and a very good talker. Of course she is. That's why she's so popular on YouTube. She's very talented in that aspect. And this video is kind of her doing the same thing. She's good at communicating her point of view, but is it facts though? Let's break it down a little bit. Okay, so there were a few things that she said. If a person does not have a lot of friends, it doesn't mean that that person is toxic. But if a person doesn't have any friends and really haven't had a history of succeeding in that area in their life, that is an issue. And if all these people online that young people or lonely people are looking up to, and these people online are not really coming out to speak about the real issue and, I believe using their talent to actually speak more honestly. And it's this type of video is well done. It's very well prepared by her, but it's not getting to the actual issue. It's more like coddling your audience.
It is so easy to compare yourself to the people who have big friendship groups and thinking that you're not doing enough. Honey, you are fully taking patience and time in deciding who am I and what do I want and what are my standards and what kind of friends do I want in my life. Because a lot of people accept friendship from absolutely anybody. And hey,
someone said under Tam's video, I never understood the whole don't trust people without lots of friends. I'm suspicious of people who have massive friend groups. A friend to all is a friend to none. Having a massive friend group does not mean you're a friend to all. Come on, guys, can we get some common sense? Can we get some common sense right now? Like, why are we paying out people with a lot of friends? Being able to connect with slightly more people, not the entire world. Like, for example, I can connect with more people than certain people, but I'm not going to be friends with everyone. I'm not going to be friends with ISIS. Oh, come on now. Or I'm not going to be friends with Kim Jong-un, right? People with the biggest circle doesn't mean that they're untrustworthy. Women did this back in the days, you know, light gossiping, information exchanging. Women did this with friends, you know, in a way to protect us, right? We exchange information because back then, you know, women didn't fight as much. You don't see a woman being a boxer back in the days. Like back then, women were just talking. That's why women are more socially savvy than men. Not all, I don't know about now, but anyway, back in the days, women were more socially savvy than men. So women exchanged words, found out information, who to stay away from. That is a good thing, okay? I stand by this. Someone said, I completely disagree. I was lonely with no friends for 3 years and I was so miserable. I've made some great friends and I'm so much happier. Yes, you should still have standards for friendships, but someone else said, over the years, I've realized that people who have no friends are the real problem because when you form friendships, you can set boundaries, but there is a lot of forgiveness and acceptance involved.
When you're in your 20s, you are just beginning your life. Okay, and we think, oh, well, I'm 20 years old, I'm 25 years old, why don't I have the friend group yet? The first decade of your life, you're a literal child. The second decade of your life, you're in education. And now you are just about standing on your own 2 feet. How are you supposed to have all of the answers on why you're supposed to meet people, on which kind of people you should meet, and on what is right for you until you finally put yourself in these environments and you continuously fail until you learn what is right for you?
Wait. The first decade of your life, you're a literal child. The second decade of your life, you're in education, and now you're just about... Isn't that the perfect time to make friends? Like, she's good. She's good at making an argument. Like I said, this video is very positive. I'm not shutting Tam down. This is a very positive video. I get her point. She is not the villain here, but I'm going to put this video down now because this is the type of video that's a little bit coddling. Before I start critiquing people with no friends, in not a hateful way, in an observational way, excuse me. Before I start critiquing, I want to bring out some other factors, right? I'm smart and wise enough to know that it's not a individual's fault, okay? I'm not saying it's a individual's fault that they're friendless. A lot of factors play into it, and we'll go down those factors, right? So growing up, environmental factors, you know, genetic factors. Did this child or person's childhood have any crazy trauma? You know, was it a peaceful household? Were there divorced parents? A lot of factors play into this. And genetic factors, how are the parents' personality? What are they like? Does this person have any actual psychological issues, right? Is there any permanent psychological issues that cannot be changed about this person? Do they suffer from any permanent or chronic mental illness because of genetic factors or their environmental factors and trauma? There is so much to this that I want to dabble on everything in a short amount of time. So stay with me here and bear with me here. And then second, toxic social media. The media is, like I said in the beginning of this video, divide and conquer. In real life, it's actually not like that. Once you actually put your phone down and you step outside of the house, it's actually quite peaceful. Nobody's at each other. It's just something that's amplified on social media, right? But social media does have a role to play in it, but social media is not a bad thing. What you consume on social media is, right? Let's imagine a 15-year-old boy that just had a really bad and messy breakup with his girlfriend, and he's consuming some Andrew Tate crap. He's consuming some Andrew Tate content. He's consuming some corn. He's consuming like hating women type of content. Whereas my mom is consuming gardening stuff on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, social media is not bad. It's what you consume. But then again, social media does kind of push these type of things out to the young audience. So I will include social media in one of the factors. Another factor, we label ourselves. We label ourselves way too much, and we will watch a few videos after this of a perfect example of someone that labels themselves. Labeling yourself is horrible. So think about it like this, right? Okay, let's say, I don't believe in manifestation, but I'm trying to speak out to the people, to those people that do. Let's say like manifestation or praying, right? I'll add praying because I pray, because I believe in God. But when you tell yourself, hey, manifestation, I want this, I want that, I want to be more happy, I want to be more successful, I want to be more beautiful, and then when you pray to God, you might say something like, God, make me kinder, you know, make me this, make me that. It's kind of the same concept. It's just like who you're talking to, right? If that works, how is labeling yourself not working? So constantly saying, I don't have friends, I'm so lonely, Nobody likes me. Even saying this right now, I don't want to say it, but I'm saying it for the purpose of this video. Having incredibly negative thoughts. And on top of that, people coddling you. Labeling yourself is so dangerous when you're not labeling yourself correctly. Yeah, the way you talk to yourself is so freaking important. It's important to not place yourself too up there on a pedestal, then you'll be delusional. And it's also incredibly important not to put yourself not to underestimate yourself too much, because then your self-worth would literally diminish. And then the last one, life gets busy. Okay, life getting busy doesn't mean friendships end. A good friend is a good friend. The thing is, all these girls right now are crazy manifesting like their dream boyfriend, how to get back with an ex, right? Star sign stuff. No one's manifesting like, it doesn't feel like anyone's really self-reflecting. We're just all out here like, I want this, I want that. Right? First, people used to ask God. Now we wiped out religion. Now everyone's like, okay, I'm not gonna ask God, I'm gonna ask the universe. I'm gonna ask the air for some stuff. And no one ever asks for self-reflection. No one ever asks for wisdom, for the ability to think more clearly. Therefore, you can achieve your goals actually. That's actually how you get to where you wanna be. But yeah, very interesting. Well, very interesting. And we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, I promised you I will show you an example of someone that labels himself way too much. And this is what you might end up like. And I respect all human beings, but I cannot digest bad behavior when I'm seeing someone that is struggling. Okay, but I'll let you guys be the judge.
I have no friends.
Okay, see that? Number one labeling, I have no friends.
And I think I'm okay with that. Or you hear people say, oh, I have no friends all the time. And usually they don't really not have any friends. They might not have like a best friend, but they do have friends, but they might not be as close to those friends as they want to be. But I'm one of those people who genuinely, when I say I have no friends, I have no friends. Maybe other than my partner, I'm no one's first point of call when something exciting happens to them.
I don't know why she's talking like she's a 5-year-old. I'm so sorry to say this. I think her and I are around the same age. She might be a very good person. I don't doubt that. But I think I can understand why she doesn't have friends. I would personally not want to be friends with someone that talks like a 5-year-old. Okay, I hate the word neurodivergent. I hate it. It cringes me. I cannot say it. Okay, I just don't like that word. Can I be vulnerable enough to admit what I have if I had to say it? Yes, I have ADHD. I'm not going to call myself neurodivergent, and I'm not going to also categorize myself as someone with autism and who's neurodivergent and then play into that role. I will not keep labeling myself. I don't even want to say I have ADHD most of the time because I have conquered that now. And even the doctors, when I got diagnosed, just literally told my mom when I was young, and they don't say this nowadays. They literally don't say this. Well, they're trying, but the doctor literally said to my mom, your child has ADHD, but she will grow out of it when she is self-aware. So help her develop self-awareness, right? That's the word from the doctor. And look at me now. I grew out of it. I did. I can focus on anything. I can focus on continuing to make videos. I can focus on my day-to-day tasks. I thrive. I get so many things done. I have great energy. She is someone that didn't really quite get out of it. I believe she is someone that's coddling herself. And I feel bad because I can see that she suffers. She looks anxious. She looks confused. She doesn't look mentally healthy. She's suffering from this, but no one's going to tell her because why? Psychologists and the pharmaceutical industry, therapists, other people who coddle themselves, they all bank off her in some type of way. Whether if it's her money, her energy, her time, people are banking off this. It's very dangerous and you don't want to be like that. I'm sorry to say this, I'm not shitting on her, I'm just being factual.
I'm a lonely, introverted, neurodivergent girl who struggles and has never been able to make any form of long-term friendship.
I'm a lonely, introverted, neurodivergent girl who struggles. 1, 2, 3, 4. She literally, within the first 40 seconds of this clip, she has labeled herself 5 to 6 times. And she only did this for one video. Imagine how many times this poor girl labels herself on a day-to-day basis. If she does this 5 times in 40 seconds, she will be doing this hundreds of times every single day. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. I hope you know how severe labeling yourself in the wrong way is. It's really, really scary.
I bounced from friends group to friend group pretty much every year of my schooling. Would get cut out of the friend group, or the single friend that I did have would stop talking to me to go and hang out with the popular people because I was the weird one.
Again, another labeling. I was the weird one. You're not weird, babe. If you stopped calling yourself weird, you'd probably not be weird. I have the same condition as her. I'm so much more different than her. I'm not saying I'm better than her. I'm just saying I did things differently to not end up like that. I'm your age. I am so much more different from you only because I don't label myself and feel bad for myself. I F up a friendship. I pick myself up. I change what I did wrong. I stop feeling sorry and bad for myself and coddle myself. I go out there, I face the real world. I come out a stronger person.
But if you're realizing that you're okay with being the lonely neurodivergent weirdo, it's okay to be the person that doesn't need a bunch of friends to be hanging out with, and to just hang out on your own, have your own little hobbies, collect plushies and squishmallows. Only be friends with animals.
I feel so bad because I have the best of intentions and I will not coddle her. Lonely neurodivergent weirdo. No! Do not label yourself like that. That sounds horrible. I feel so bad. I want to know if she has a therapist, and I want to speak with her therapist. Who the heck is coddling her like this? I can guarantee you she's not happy. She's not. She's squishing something. She's anxious. Her vocabulary is just so modern day clinical, like that typical scripted type of way of saying, like therapeutic social media words, like stuff like that. It's like on trend to say those things. Her therapist has done her dirty. I don't encourage anyone to just hang out at home with their squishies and marshmallows, whatever she said, and play with your animals. I don't encourage anyone. That is so dangerous. Humans are made for healthy social interactions. Humans are made for that. We need each other. That is why we are getting divided, because we need it, and we are stronger and happier because of it, because we are good at it. That's why we're getting divided. Like, don't you guys see that? And she does not know that.
She needs to watch my videos.
I feel bad for her. I believe she doesn't want to be like this, and she's trying to self-soothe, but doesn't know how to. She is struggling. You can tell how kind of just out of it she is. She's reverted literally back to a 5-year-old. Her and I technically I don't suffer from it. I had it. Have it, however you want to say it. The same age kind of can be bracketed on paper in the same neurotypical bracket, but how are we so different? But anyway, make sure you stay hydrated in summer or winter. Just stay hydrated wherever you are. First thing first, ready to have your bubbles popped and ready to feel uncomfortable with these advice. If you want to make friends, you can't be selfish. Okay? Get this selfish mentality out of your heads. This modern day type of coaching where you have to be selfish, you have to put yourself first, you have to know your worth, you have to know your value. Your value isn't created by knowing it, just simply knowing it. Your value is created by creating it. You gotta create yourself with value. And also, friendship is not based on value. Friendship is not based on who brings you value and who has higher value and what you can get out of each other and constantly, who's going to bring you higher. That's not what friendship is about. That's what business is about. Unless if you are in that type of environment and that's the type of people you need, and you need transactional friendships to take you a certain place in life, call it as it is. It's a transactional partnership. It's not a friendship. Let me tell you what real friendship is. Real friendship is literally acknowledging each other's existence, full stop. That's it. What more do you want out of a friendship? Because if you want more out of your friendship and you're thinking, why am I getting betrayed? Why are these people ditching me after this certain thing is done? Why are they then? Because they're not friends. Because you started the mentality with who brings you value. When your value is done with someone, that's when betrayal happens. That's when the friendship ends, and you're sitting there like, huh? But I have self-worth. But I put myself first. But I bring value. No, you brought value to a transactional friendship, a transactional partnership. Once your value is done to someone and their value is done to you, they're no longer a friend. So cut this BS in society where people are telling you, be someone with value, make friends with people who can take you certain places. That's a get rich thing. Okay, that's the get rich coaching. Again, that's a different genre. People that sell get rich, blah, blah, blah. If your friends aren't making $5 million, then you will never be a millionaire. Some millionaires started, like Jack Ma and his group started out as absolute nobodies, right? They didn't make friends with billion and millionaires and then got rich. They started as nobodies, read books, worked together as a team to create their company, right? So this is why I tell you have to be very careful with what's factual and what's just something that makes you feel good, right? Hearing you have value, make friends also with value. It makes you feel good because you think you have value. But these things are not real. They're all for adrenaline and ego boosts that will make you more lost, right? So friendships, if you are genuine about making genuine friends, take every single expectations you have out of your freaking head. Whether if you want them to look or dress a certain way, right? You can find people that dress really well everywhere. I can literally go into Sydney City right now and find like 20 people that dress really hip and look like they have value and works really hip jobs, goes to really hip cafes where we can take cool Instagram selfies and I can call them friends. I can literally go there right now to try my luck to make friends with them, but they're not friends, right? It's superficial when you look at it like that. So first of all, get all the expectations out of your head of how they should look, how they should dress, how they should act, what type of personality they have, right? Ask for God. I believe in God. I ask for God. You can talk to whoever you wish to talk to. I suggest you talk to God, but you don't have to, obviously. I talk to God. I tell God, these are the qualities that I want in a friend. Someone maybe who listens. Someone who's a kind-hearted person. That's literally all I ask for. I ask for someone, actually, all I ask is kind-hearted people. That's it. They can look like however they would look like. I literally do not care what they look like. I just want them to be kind and that's it, because that's the only thing that you get out of a friendship. A kind person, I don't want a bad person, right? I don't want someone dressed 10 out of 10, hang out with me if they hate me, if they think they're better than me. I want a kind person that checks in on me at times when I need it, that holds me accountable for things, that has my back, and that talks to me. I would rather they talk to me once a month than every single day in my ear, but they're giving me BS, right? That's all I ask for, and I have it. I'm so proud of that aspect. I'm very confident in that. I have friends from different places around the world, the places that I've been to, I have a friend in every city who, if I wanted to hang out and just catch up with them and have a drink and lunch, they would drop everything to meet me. I have it. You can see it in my vlogs. I can make friends. I have them. They don't bring value to me, right? They're not going to take me higher in my career, because that's not what friends are for. That's what your co-workers for. That's what bosses are for. They're friends. They accompany me through life. They watch me fail. They watch me grow. That's all I need from them. So if you don't have friends, you need to ask yourself, is your mentality straight? You need to be brutally honest with yourself. Is your mentality straight? Are you really looking for proper friendship? Are you really lonely because you can't make friends? Right? Those are the questions that you need to feel so uncomfortable with asking and be so brutally honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, you will lose yourself. The thing with people with no friends is that their punchline is, I have no friends. You have no one to blame but yourself. I'm sorry to say that. I am someone that's also gone through a lot of trauma. I believe if you're human, you've suffered in some way. Pain and suffering, and like we've all gone through that. If you're human, you've gone through suffering. Even really wealthy people, even beautiful people, that where people are treating them like they are a diamond, they have suffered. Every person has suffered in their own ways. But it's your problem if you don't pick yourself up. And I'm not the first person to say this, and I won't be the last. So take that off your punchline. If you feel yourself saying it, and if you feel yourself trying to type it on social media, stop. Stop that immediately. Change your mentality. And another thing is, you don't hate math, right? Like some people hate math. Like some people hate science, hate math, hate physics. But you don't hate math or science or physics. You hate the fact that you don't understand it, right? You hate the fact that you don't know how to solve the issues. It frustrates you. That's why you hate it. That's why you're like, oh, I hate math. I suck at math. Yeah, because you don't understand it. But once you actually understood it, like mathematicians, physicists, like people that are really, really good at these type of things, they love it. They thrive in it. Because why? Because they understand it. They're good at it. Same with friendship. You don't hate friends, right? You don't hate people. Like people, all these people that's like, I honestly just hate people. You don't hate these people. You hate the fact that you don't understand them or yourself or know how to go out of your way to make certain friendships happen. Right? So I can tell you a billion ways right now that can help you, but at the end of the day, it's up to you and your own personal life experiences to find that out for yourself, because my advice only worked for me. But if you do want to hear a few advices, I'll give you some. I think I've said it. Like the first one is the punchline. Like get the punchline out of your mouth. Get that mentality out of your mouth. Stop complaining. Know that your suffering is not special. Your suffering is valid, but it's not special. Like everyone else's. It's all valid, but it's not anything special. It's common, right? Second thing, it's not normal not to have friends. Not even a single one. Get the mentality that it's common, it's fine, I'm okay with being lonely. You know you're not. Like you know you're not. That's why you're watching this video. Good friends is so important, like the smart ones. Like I think smart, kind friends are so important because the one thing they can do is they hold you accountable. They do. They hold you accountable. In terms of how to actually go out and make them, that you can even Google, right? You go to a cafe, or, you know, you can even go online. Go out there and look for them. But before that, make sure you really reflect on yourself. That would be the crucial part, to kind of change your mentality first. That applies in every single area of one's life. And it's really incredibly important. And don't be the person that ends up with just animals because you've been hurt too many times, right? You beat your trauma. Your trauma doesn't beat you. Do not give up on that. Okay, don't let them win. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. And I don't believe I've said anything special. I believe I've just said things kind of into my own words and how I interpreted it. And I think God wants all of us to find our purpose. And I think I have found mine. And God would want us to be surrounded by kind people. And there is so much hope and joy and great things to be talked about with other people. So many great experiences to be learned. So many great things to watch. Like watching a friend grow. I feel emotional just thinking about it. Like, I have a friend that I've met when we were 10 years old. I think it was 10 or 11. And we're both like 25, 26 now. We've watched each other grow for 15 years. And she still reminds me of that 10-year-old girl that I first met. And whenever she messages me or if I message her, it's... I feel so emotional right now. It's like a sister. Right? And we didn't do anything that crazy for each other. I didn't make her rich. She didn't make me rich. Like, we didn't care about how we dressed or how much money we made, right? We just watched each other exist for the past 15 years and was there at some pivotal moments, and where that's it. That's how simple it is. And when she messages me, I still see that 10-year-old girl. She's a sister, and her mom even said to me last time I met her mom up for coffee with her mom said, "You're a part of the family." Like, that is so beautiful. That is something that is worth living for. And it's not because I met her at 10. I have friends that I met when I was 20, right? 6 years now, 5 to 6 years now. Friends that I met when I was like 17, 18. I have some friends, you know, I didn't meet when I was 10. That's also lasted now. I've watched them grow for the past 3 or 4 years. And I look at them like genuinely like family. And that's it. That's all we want from each other. We don't want anything else. And that is something that is so beautiful. So have no expectations. Right? Don't judge people that are happy. Don't be so quick to jump at happy people and try and say, "Hey, there's something wrong with happy people." Right? Because I can almost guarantee you happy people are definitely happier than unhappy people. Okay, happy people that genuinely are happy, they're doing something right. There's something to be learned from that rather than judging. I think society now is putting a lot of hate towards people with a lot of friends that I've seen on social media, people that are very happy, right? I'm not doubting that some people fake their happiness and their level of likability to be accepted. Again, there's a bad sheep in every crowd, in every herd. But yeah, don't be so quick to judge from people with a lot of friends. You could actually learn a lot from them. And I also learn from people that have a smaller group of circle that might like the more peaceful and holistic and quiet lifestyle, but they also have friends. I can learn from them too. Prepare one night to feel incredibly uncomfortable and get real with yourself, because that is the only person that can actually get real with you, and also me. But yeah, hang in there. Hope the advice helped, and hope the advice brought some people back to reality. Thank you for coming back down to earth, my fellow earthlings. And I love you. I love you so much. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching the Christmas special edition. I wish you a great holiday. I wish that you receive everything you asked for that's good for you. And I wish that we all make good friends next year, right? New year, new us, new me. Whenever you guys comment, it gives me more ideas. It gives me a new direction. I really, really appreciate it. A lot of videos are inspired by a lot of my subs as well. So your comments mean a lot to me. If your comments are genuine, they mean a lot to me. So thank you for that. Have a great holiday period. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.